Hi, what's up guys, it's your boy Silence. I was about to show with another 2K live stream. Let's get it, baby.
Tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Here in Brooklyn, we have an interconference matchup with the Nets looking to create some cheers for their home crowd. And it's Wiggins missing. And it's Durant with the ball. They'll bring it up.
Let's go.
Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but
why did you leave it clean open for freaking Curry?
Dangerous from any part of the field.
Durant with the steal. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
I don't even know what that is.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes,
what the hell?
It gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Harden. Outside for Durant. Tries it again.
What?
Rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. It's Curry with the drive. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And Curry has it in the corner. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, this is demoralizing, I think, for a defense. You want Steph to score on the interior, but that's too easy.
Back to Irving. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Verticality gives Wiggins the upper hand, almost unstoppable once he's midair.
The kick out to Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. Even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Wiggins. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys.
Put that back right in here. That's a run. What is nigga doing?
generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Pass to Toscano. Now Oubre. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good.
Well, assertive play there from Oubre, just being aggressive and not bothered by the touch.
Out to Harris. Nets passing around. And stolen by Bazemore. Pass to Oubre.
Oh.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Teammates always looking for Oubre on the backside there, enough for him to get up and throw it down.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. A finish.
Let's go. Get Harden on full, y'all.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Pass to Toscano. Bazemore with it. Shot clock at 5. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Harden. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Harden's got 8 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Back to lead. From deep. And the Warriors get it back. Castelluni. Here's Oubre.
He keeps adding strength and conditioning through the years. A big help to Kevin Durant there on the defensive end.
Go. Yeah, but I pump some more to make me need
Really
up.
close contest. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade it?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Bazemore knocks it loose.
Sensational coverage by Bazemore there. His length makes him a threat to always be able to block shots like that.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. When he gets room like that, you gotta look out.
That's good.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitating changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
We'll see how they do. David, thank you.
I will restore your name.
Here's Griffin.
Let's go, Griffin.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Yeah, I figured to set up from the win.
And finish off like the break.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
And he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. Do you think that low could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training center.
Now here's Durant. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Pass to KD. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Now Wiseman. Out to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. They get it again.
Oh, it's that thing.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Irving for three. Out to Harris. Here's Griffin. Good on the shot. Griffin's got 6 in the quarter.
Blake Griffin is still very, very strong, and that solid foundation and base is helping him on the inside.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Harden.
No.
Durant up top. Back to Harden.
Harden, keep going, bro.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside Curry. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Curry's got 7.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
The Warriors lead it to the inside. Here's Wiseman.
How they leave Wiseman open to the paint?
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Let's go. Of course.
Kyrie just has nasty grips on that basketball. Cuts through the defense that time.
Thompson way outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got the lead up to 5 now to the Warriors. It's Harden with the drive. And now it's Green.
Oh no, I'm playing bad now.
And Green slams it in.
Good predictive steal by Klay Thompson. Makes a great read. Snatches that one away. Gets in the passing lane.
Here's Durant.
Let's go.
On the money from 12 feet away. KD's got 7 now in this quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working.
Wow, I give Curry that.
From deep Harden.
You so bad still what you doing?
And so it's the Golden State Warriors.
Let me see what you're doing.
Holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with great efficiency.
I improved a lot, right, Josh? If I was still bad, I was not gonna be 29, but he still beat me a lot too.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Break in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Curry, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And it goes down 2 points. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin. Now here's Curry. He's got 12. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Count it.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant gone. Clay rehabbing. Warriors, I mean, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, he's healthy, changes that whole narrative.
Now here's Thompson after the miss from KD.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Griffin.
When you come and start playing that ball, what the hell?
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
What the hell, boy? I ain't not under pressure.
Lee left side on defense. A 12-point game. Tipped away. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 11.
How about those long strides? Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Lee goes in. The Warriors have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. The first one falls.
I hit that
The
boy.
Warriors making a change here. And both free throws good for Lee.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. Warriors leading by 12. Pass to Poole. Here's Looney. There's the 3. No
Time
good.
the shot stupid.
The Nets on offense. And the Nets with possession here. Here's KD. Toscano with the rebound.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
To the middle. Oh, trying for it. Irving with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. They grabbed their own miss.
Wait, why am I not?
Sucky dog.
Okay,
And
but
so Bazemore will bring it up for Golden State. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Oubre. Over Irving. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Your player's tired, bro. Sub them.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant just inside the line. That doesn't go either for KD.
And the stroke definitely lacking.
I try substitute when he going straight to me.
Nothing
But
on target. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy
You got
two-point
missing
run.
cause players tired
Will
dummy.
not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now here's Bazemore following the miss by Griffin. Lays it up off the glass.
Come on.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harden, that's good.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play. And not hard to see why on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
You sub out one player stupid.
Durant, no good. Now Bazemore. In the corner, it's Oubre. Over Harris. Off on that one. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Curry. Pass to Toscano. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Johnson's been putting in the hours to get more and more consistent from the free throw line.
Down 2-0
They were
Omega.
drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
And
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in
and
both those
Seattle.
cities.
Exactly. Harden's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Offensive rebound. Nets trailed by 18. There's Brown with the 3.
Not too long.
And down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
I got caught from my
And that
mom.
is just a deflating.
I can start another game. Hopefully it start better.
Go Snoop Bro, you a disgrace.
I just got the game 4 days ago, bitch. Changing it better.
Igualo is so bad.
I ain't got a defense, bro.
The Lakers continue their journey as they win an interconference matchup in this road game. At Barclays Center, the fans here in Brooklyn amped up for their Nets. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And it's Schroeder missing. And the Nets with possession. Griffin's shot is off. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Let's go.
Irving. Cans the shot from the wing.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis. Moves back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That is textbook when you're talking a pump fake. Well executed that time by Davis. So good at knowing how to use that shot fake.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Irving can't hit.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond. There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
It's Durant on the wing. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Drummond. Here's Davis. The rebound by Harden. Durant wide open. He fires.
Let's go.
Bangs home the trifecta.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
Now here's LeBron. Here's Drummond. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay. Boy, he knows he should have.
Hey, they big, but
especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And stolen by Harris. One-on-one fast break. And Durant launches from deep.
boy, I never got a rebound with these niggas. These niggas big, but
And Schroeder's
no.
got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. When you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
Let's go. Green, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.
I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope. Just a flat-out bulldog.
But yeah, you could do that against the Lakers. But I think the time if I lose, you done against the Lakers.
If you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Kuzma. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Griffin with the steal. Out to KD.
Let's go. What?
Keep it alive. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. And he gets
It didn't let me shoot. And it just shot, wait. And it did not let me shoot, wait. That ain't fair, wait.
Lakers leading by 4. Pass to Harrell. Shoots over Griffin. And it's Harrell missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And here is Los Angeles now. Harden missing his last shot. Here's Kuzma.
You are 500 remaining.
Rebound. Harris, right side.
Let's go.
Action coming off the assist from KD. Harris has got 5.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Los Angeles with another miss. And here's KD for 3.
No.
Rebound by Harrell. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork.
How much does this game cost, bro?
Finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And he concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers ahead.
This game cost $60. It was wrong.
And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Wait, I
How
think
much does this cost?
$60. I think y'all niggas fail to believe that I only play this game for 4 days. But how y'all expect me to be the best, but I play against niggas who play this game for a long time to get better. But I play it online. I ain't played micro not once, bro, so I learn off online. That's how I prefer to learn. Y'all niggas can chill it off me, bro.
You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And the shot is good.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that
Yeah,
there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. The kick out to Irving. From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception is a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Right side Davis. You can't get that one to fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. It's Harden with the drive. Back to Griffin. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. Davis has got the ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, when James is looking to score, he puts defenders in really tough spots. And when he's aggressive and tenacious, watch out.
The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Griffin. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
And that one's good by Davis.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Kicks it out to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lakers leading by 7. James outside. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And stolen by LeBron. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he gets the bucket. And it's an 11-point Laker lead. The Nets on offense. To the middle. Outside Irving. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to Schroeder. Drummond in the post. And easy 2 points on the layup. Drummond's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. It's stolen by Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. 16 points for Anthony Davis. And we'll get a look at how the Hustle Stat game has been going for Los Angeles.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Caruso. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
In the corner, Harden floats one, and he sinks the layup. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Harrell. Back to James. Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for him.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered him.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. The Lakers with the ball. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles
What am I
Lakers.
missing, bro?
He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. Right side, Kevin Durant.
You know, defensively, Anthony Davis might be the most versatile big guy in the league. I mean, this guy does a nice job not only blocking shots, but challenging shots as he did there.
Tries yet again. Drummond knocks it loose.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Rejected by Harris. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Pass to Drummond. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Irving's shot is good.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Here's Davis. Drummond trying to get himself free. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up. Vertical. Gets blocks,
I might just leave this one, dude.
out of position. Does everything you want.
Whoa, what a finish!
Good. It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Back to Harris. KD on the wing. He has 5. Griffin trying to get open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
But being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second.